Jedi practice.
Hey guys, what's up? We're back with Courtney halfway through her training for your first ever meet in San Marino. It's called the Double Barrel Classic. If you guys are competing, definitely hit us up, comment, whatever. We'll meet up with you. That's cool. Today, we're going to train some clean and jerk with Courtney because she is doing her first heavy cycle. So she's finally getting up to weight that she's not hitting every single time. So I believe that's like 75 pounds for you, right? Give or take. We're kind of working around there. So we're going to track with her a little bit today, see where she's at, see where she's struggling. But anyway, we're going to show you some training with Courtney, show you where she's gone so far, where she's going, and we'll keep updating you on training. You know how to warm up. What do you do first for your warm up? Once you get the bar in your hands.
I practice my moves.
Yeah, but what's the first thing?
High pull.
No, you just did it.
The feet. What?
Power. You always start from power.
That's what I meant.
Yeah, you just did it. Sometimes I know beginners have trouble with the names of it, right? What exactly the term is. Sometimes I even get some of you guys even been here for a couple months saying, wait, what's the snatch again? Wait, what's the jerk?
Shut up.
But anyway, yeah, so you get it from power, right? Right at that power position, knees bent, right? Arms nice and stiff. Just like that, shoulders over the bar. And exactly. So that was a little forward, right? But you're just kind of waking everything up to start. And then you're going to go all the way up, right, through the third pull, through the turnover.
To clean.
Yeah, to complete pretty much a power clean. There you go. Well, in that case, a full clean, but okay.
Oh, my bad.
Try it again. I want to watch your elbows here. Remember, high and outside. Good. Well, that's not too bad, right? I know it's very light, so you're just warming everything up, but of course you want a little more extension. I know a lot of times you're very fast, so that lacks sometimes. And that'll eventually prevent you from lifting more weight because you're very fast. You can get away with falling under it after not pulling it super high, which is going to help you in the later run. But for now, you want to really make sure that your full technique is being learned, right? You come up with it, you want to really get it up as much as you can with an explosion before those elbows shoot right under it. Because what your body does a lot of times is it tells you that this is easier, right? Because it's not as much of a technical thing and you can kind of like T-Rex it, right? And it's weird. But the problem is when you bump it and you give it too much, it'll fly away from you, right? This straight up gives it nice and tight, nice and clean to your body, right? And then it allows for a very efficient turnover instead of these elbows having to turn all the way over. Okay, you can always put that down. Oh, okay.
That was bad.
Yeah, a little too fast, right? You're not really getting the dip. You're kind of jolting it in a weird way. But yeah, I was saying, remember that it's two moves, right? Or in a sense, it's like an A to B. So it's like starting here, right? And then you transition through that technique to end here, right?
Yeah.
So we want to get at it. A lot of times, when you guys don't get it, you want to do a press out and finish it, right? Of course, illegal in competition, but that's just what you want to think of. But you know, I know the last time we were working on, you were taking it too slow, right? So you want to kind of find the difference, right? Find the sweet spot between taking it too slow and then missing that altogether. Yeah, but a little, probably wider. I think that's why you're losing your balance. Very common mistake, right, is to go too narrow, like a lunge. It's probably hard when you're like Orange Cassidy and AEW right now, trying to clean and jerk. Right.
I don't know what to do with it. I don't know what to do with my hands.
So I told you, if you're having the trouble, the best thing to do is get your squat stance, maybe a little wider, right? And just step forward and backwards until you get this at a right angle. Right? Does that feel good? Everybody's different, so some people might need it wider, right? Some people might need it more outwards. Whatever you need is wherever it's nice and strong. That feel better? A little more stable?
Yeah.
Looks good, yeah. Make sure that gets forced right. You put it on your shoulders real quick. You gotta enact it, lock it. Alright. It's not pushing up, right? It's getting underneath it. Sorry. Gonna work a little more on locking it, alright? Firm. Remember we were talking about aggressivity the other day?
Yeah.
About aggressively getting that bar up in the snatch? It's the same thing, right? Aggressively getting those elbows, because that will kill you, is that doubt and the jerk. Because you're going to get it, but you're going to get scared. And you're going to press out, right? So that aggressivity and that determination and taking all that doubt out is really important. So let's get some weight on and then see from there, yeah? Okay, so now we're going to do with 55 pounds, right? That's about 60% of your max. I think you max 75, but remember you haven't really truly maxed because we haven't done anything where you add a dig because you're still learning, right? So what you've done testing wise is 75 pounds. For the time being, we'll go with 55. You do this pretty consistently, you don't really struggle with it at all. So go ahead, let's knock one out, one full clean and jerk, okay? Very good. Alright, finish it with a good jerk. Recover it. Okay, down. Good. How I feel?
Good.
Yeah, pretty standard. I don't think there was too much. I don't like to nitpick you, especially as a beginner, right? I'd rather put weight on and see where it starts to break. I mean, that was pretty fluid. There wasn't really anything bad about it. So we'll add about 5 pounds to go from there. Okay, so now you're pretty good warmed up, right? You did a little, about like I said, 50-60% of your max, right? So we go, what we do, well, today we're going to do clean and jerks, hang cleans, straight singles for jerks, and front squats doubles. So we do a lot of singles because you're just getting used to the heavy weight, right? I don't want you to think about having to do it multiple times. I want you to focus on doing real heavy and executing it perfectly with a lot of stress on you, right? So anyway, for the clean and jerks, which is all we're going to show you today, we just do 4 at slightly under. It's about 90% for you, 65 to 70.5 pounds. But I like the 4. We usually do 5 snatches. 4, obviously, it's more draining than clean and jerk. And we want to teach you as well that when you go to a meet, you only have 3 chances, right? You can't pick it up, say, I don't like that, start over again. You only get 3 chances. So we really want to kind of get that mentally for you in training. You only get 4 chances to jerk, right? Clean and jerk. So make them good, right? If you fail, if you're failing the first 2, it's not working, we'll go from there. But 4 chances. And as you can see, it's a range, 65 to 70.5 pounds. So we're going to do one at 65. If it looks really good, we'll go up to 70.5. If not, we might try another one. But it's all, we got to see how you're feeling. Every day's different, right? And I know you're a little tired today, right? So you're really battling that fatigue. But anyway, let's go ahead, attempt number 1 at 65 pounds, and let's see how you're doing. Good. Good, cover it. Okay, down. Alright, pretty good. How'd it feel?
Heavy.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay. It was a little broken. It could be a little smoother, right? But it's not really, I don't want to critique it because you got it. And I don't want to harp on the tiny things, right? Yeah. Oh. Alright, what happened?
I got tired.
Is that what that was?
I don't
But yeah, that looked like you were tired and there was some doubt in it, right? Because I can't even really analyze because that jerk went nowhere, right? But what felt? I mean, what was it?
It felt really heavy.
Yeah. So I think sometimes it happens with these weights because you're a beginner, right? You have a lot of power. You have potential to lift way more than this today, but you have to get the technique down. So I think a lot of times this weight throws you off. It's like 90% range because it feels heavy, but at the same time you can press it a little bit. So that is like a recipe for disaster with beginners because you try to press it and it feels like the weight of the world, right? Because you shouldn't ever be pressing it, right? This isn't a shoulder thing. It's a legs push it up and then the rest is getting under. Oh, that's interesting. See, so what we're seeing today is you must be mentally drained because this is weight you make all the time. I've never seen you fail one of these jerks, and in all the time you're training, I've never seen you fail one of these as a clean. This is the first time I've ever seen that. So I think it has, last time I worked out was Monday, right? Yeah. But we're definitely going to take weight off. You got to get something done today. Alright, but look, this is very common with the clean and jerk. You burn out, right? It's just, it takes so much. Now this isn't really heavy for you. It's not. You're just learning still. But it looks like you're kind of getting taxed, right? And I think that doubt is in your head. And just like, you know, between me and you and our YouTube audience, but your mental toughness is really developing still, right? When you have doubt, you're not going to lift anything. So that's where you're going right now, right? You're trying to conquer your mental toughness and your physical strength, right?
Yeah.
Mental strength, physical strength. So we're going to take a little weight off. Let's go ahead. Might as well just go right into this next one. I know you could do that right now, you know, but let's take 5 pounds off and see from here again. So go ahead. Remember, before you do anything though, you have to believe you can do it. Weightlifting is all about the confidence, right? If you're thinking maybe I can do this, you're not going to do it, right? You have to know you're going to do it. It's okay. Power clean, fine. Just get under it. Go ahead, recover it. 1 foot next. Good, down. There you go. How'd that feel?
Better.
Good. But anyway, interesting day, right? It's raw and unfiltered, right? This is a real workout. And this is what happens all the time in weightlifting, right? Some days it's just not there or something's not happening. And like I said, we could do more, right? And maybe on another day we would. You still have a lot of time though. But the mental part we really want to get because we know that's more of a weakness with you, right? You're physically strong, you're physically mobile, but the mental part is what you need to work on, right? So that's why we want to stick to that 4 reps. And if you don't make 2, they didn't get made, right? But good day overall to start, right? Because you got the first one in good, and then you recovered and you got the second one, right? You dropped the weight a little bit, you got your confidence back up because you know you can do that weight, and you hit that last one, right? So that's good, right? Does that feel good, knowing you ended on a good one?
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's a good thing. Although I do like to limit the attempts for the most part, we kind of always want to end on a hit, right? We don't want to end on a drop. It feels terrible. It's hard to go through the rest of the workout. But anyway, good point of focus today too, right? Is you're understanding that you're still growing mentally as a athlete, right? And as in a sport sport generally is performance, and this is big time performance. There's literally a stage, right? So that's something you have to grow at. But it's good because you could see, right, how it just wasn't there for you today, right? And that's okay. It's not going to be there for you every day, right? Some workouts are better than others. But anyway, we got a good look at your heavy weights, right? So you're failing, and that's a good thing because if you know you're failing, we can start figuring out why you're failing. Thanks for watching. Make sure to keep checking out more videos. Courtney is 38 days away from competing, so lots of work to be done, right? But you're going in it with confidence and ready for the challenges and ready to get your first competition under your belt, right? You're officially a weightlifting member, a USA weightlifting member now, right? So that's cool. Anyway, we're going to go back to training. More videos coming soon. Thanks for watching.